Tree Country 1330 WTRE. It's 9:15. The skies are sunny. It's a beautiful winter day. I'm embracing winter.
Yes.
Because I don't like it.
Well, it just makes you get in the mood for Christmas a little bit.
That's right. Get the positivity flowing, right?
Yeah.
We've got Bread of Life in with us this morning. You brought something, and I don't know what that is.
At the soup kitchen, we have had a generous donation, and I'm talking generous, like 2 skids, 2 pallets.
Oh.
There's 54 boxes. I don't know how many. I think there's a dozen in each box of papayas.
Of papayas?
This is a papaya. And this papaya came from Mexico.
Okay.
So the story behind the papaya is the semi driver from Louisville that had all these papayas. He took them to Kroger.
Okay.
And Kroger has the right to refuse things.
Oh.
So they refused these papayas.
Papayas.
So I don't know what their standard is. They look gorgeous to me.
I was going to say it looks like a nice papaya.
So they don't want to throw them in the dumpster. And, you know, and the more you talk about Bread of Life, the more you make great connections. And so there was a gentleman in Greensburg, I guess, that knows the driver of the semi, you know, and he said, take him to the soup kitchen. So I've had this happen before with mustard greens, with cucumbers, with cabbage. This is my first time with papayas. So anybody that's listening wants to come to the kitchen today and get a papaya, they can get a papaya. And or they can have a box of papayas.
Okay.
Because I think their shelf life would be like a banana.
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
Yes. And yesterday we served some of them as, you know, just cut up fruit. And when they're ripe, you treat a papaya just like a cantaloupe. You would peel off the outside, cut it down the middle, scoop out the seeds, and then slice it or chop it.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, with a papaya, it's a lot easier to peel. When it's ripe, the knife just goes through it like warm butter.
Really?
Yeah, they're real easy to peel.
Is the inside a greenish color or
orange?
It is orange. Okay.
It's orange on the inside. And the more that we've been talking about papayas, I had a memory of long time ago when we went to the Brazilian steakhouse Fogo de Chão.
Yes.
They've got one downtown. You eat a lot of meat when you go there, and sometimes you can barely walk.
Yes, it fills you up.
And the waitress, she would say, "Do you want some papaya cream?" And I was like, "No, I don't have any room." And she was like, "Papaya helps break down the meat enzymes.
Really?
It's good for digestion." So that's about all I know about it, besides it's a, you know, tasty little tropical fruit. So if the winter snow has got you down, you can have a little papaya.
That's right. Make you feel like it's 85 and sunny while you're eating your papaya.
Because, you know, you get...
And does it have like a sweet? I don't think I've ever eaten a papaya.
It's not as sweet as a cantaloupe.
Okay.
But it is sweet. And you can, if you don't want to eat it fresh, you can freeze it.
Just as the papaya.
I would
stick that in
I would chunk it up and put it in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
Peel it, and I think that you could probably do smoothie things with it.
Oh, I bet.
Yes. So
papayas for everyone.
For everybody. We have got plenty. So, yeah, please don't be shy. We're open all day today until 5. If you want to come get a papaya, please. I even had the Optimus Club this morning take them.
I love it.
I even have a piece of paper with a QR code on how to cut a papaya.
I love that.
Pictures.
Give us your address. We make sure everybody can get to the papayas.
Yes, it is. The Bread of Life is at 720 Randall Street.
Very easy to find. It's right there on the corner.
Yes, very easy. So besides the papayas.
That's some breaking news.
Yeah, that is some breaking news. In November, we've had a big increase in people coming to the soup kitchen. I think that, you know, there was a lot of talk in October, what's going to happen, and I'm like, well, we're ready. We're ready for you, you know, but it didn't really happen until November 5th. So we actually started serving 300 meals.
Okay.
And we haven't done that in a long time. We've been, you know, hovering around 225. So we did see an increase. So I was looking up stats from last year, and last year in November we had 11 serving days, and this year in November we had 11 serving days. So this year we served 2,764 meals, and last year was 2,419. That's just about a 350 meal increase. We had a lot of people called just inquiring because, you know, they've known about the soup kitchen, but they've never had to use it. So we had a lot of phone calls, and then we had people start coming in. We had 60 new registrations for the month. Usually a month runs about 20. So we had 60 new households get to experience the soup kitchen, and a lot of them have come back. So that's good. We served 281 households in November, and then last year we served 251. So that's just a little increase. We had 547 non-duplicated people. So since the increase in the meals, we decided to increase the blessing boxes. Typically we do 50 a week, and then we jumped to 60. So we've been doing 60 blessing boxes on Thursdays. In the month of November, we gave away 229 blessing boxes. And I will say that on our 3 days that we're open, we see the most traffic on Thursdays because,
is that right?
Because of that box.
Okay.
So if you only had gas money to come, you know, 1 day a week, that's the day they're picking so that they can get the meal and the blessing box. And a lot of that phone calls, you know, were, you know, inquiring because of the SNAP benefits being, you know, decreased or taken away. And I think it was just a good opportunity for us to let people know that anyone can use the soup kitchen. Anyone, because you never know what is going to happen. You never know if your car is going to die and you have a $3,000, you know, bill to fix your car. Well, save your grocery money. Come to the soup kitchen and get your meal so that you can get your car fixed.
How do you, like where you went, you had that jump in number from 225 to 300. So as they're coming in, because you are going to make sure everybody has a meal.
Yes.
How do you adjust for that I guess, in real time?
I think that I'm always cooking enough, and I always have a plan B.
Okay.
I just always have a plan B. So, you know, we had chili cheese dogs yesterday, and baked potatoes. If I would have ran out of those, I had some frozen burritos that I was going to use as a backup.
Sure.
So I'm always thinking of a backup. But and then if I would have cook too much, like if I would have cooked for 350 and there was a little bit, you know, left over, that goes back in the refrigerator because you can reheat something 2 times. And then the next time we have a meal, that would be like a side dish.
Okay.
So nothing gets wasted.
Nothing gets wasted and everybody gets fed.
Yes, everybody gets fed. So the next event that we have going on at the kitchen is a food distribution that is sponsored by Honda through Feed the Children. And this will be December 13, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's a 2-hour deal. So they approached Honda, I guess, and then Honda approached us to be a host site. And this is something that this Feed the Children does all over the nation. There will be a semi that'll be coming to the Bread of Life with 400, enough food for 400 cars. It'll be like a drive-through car line.
That's amazing.
Yes. So we'll have somebody directing traffic, and Honda will be probably putting the boxes into your car.
Is there any pre-registration required for that?
Yes. You do have to have a voucher, and you get the voucher at the soup kitchen.
Okay.
So you can call, leave a message. If you go ahead, and you have to have a voucher to do the event. So if you would call and get your name, we can hold one until you come pick it up.
Okay.
So we can do that. We've had lots of calls. The other agencies in town, when they at this time when things are tight, you have to turn on the heating bill. Something has to give. They're also referring people over to get the voucher for the resource rally. What I understand is, it's a 70-pound box of shelf-stable food, hygiene essentials, and personal care items. And if you have children, there'll be children's books and toys.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know.
Very exciting.
It's, I'm so happy that we can do this for the community. And I think that this is the day that the Cheer Fund is also doing their distribution earlier in the morning, so you would have time to do both. If you got into that car line at the Cheer Fund early, if you were approved, then you could come over to the Bread of Life after that if you had a voucher.
And as we move into that Christmas break time, you're going to have 2 weeks with kids at home.
Exactly.
That changes the grocery bill greatly.
You bet it does, especially if they're a teenager. Oh my gosh. I have a 14-year-old grandson, and I can offer him food all day long.
And
he's
just
like,
keep eating, right?
okay, yeah, okay. Or I'm hungry.
It's just amazing how it works.
Yeah, so those are some things that are going on right now, and Santa Claus will be coming Monday the 22nd between 3 and 5 when we're open, and you can visit with Santa Claus and have your picture taken, and he might have a little present for you.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
It is the Christmas season,
it is.
If you're looking to end of the year donations,
yes,
always.
Yes. The that's wonderful, Emily. The the Impact Report, that's our yearly newsletter. It just went out around Thanksgiving time, and definitely you can see our budget on there and how much our expenses are and what our revenue is, and if you want to give a gift, around this time, we would love to accept that. That would be wonderful.
All right.
Yes.
Once again, your address?
720 Randall Street. Today is Thursday, so Katie is open on Thursdays at Garments of Grace, and that's 700 Randall Street. She's there all day till 4 o'clock, seeing appointments or just call. I don't think she had that many appointments on her book today. If you have a donation or you need clothing, warm clothing, new coat, gloves, boots, whatever, because of the weather, if you need something, call the Bread of Life, 812-663-1055.
Days that we serve meals?
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
All right, and on Thursdays is when the blessing boxes go out.
Yes, yeah.
Very good. Everyone is welcome.
Yes, everyone's welcome. Oh my gosh, it's such a loving atmosphere when you walk in there. Some people feel like there's a stigma that I'm going to the soup kitchen. That is not what it's like. When you step in that room, there's so much love that's poured into that meal, and you are greeted with just smiles and open arms, and we just want to help.
I obviously I run the free health clinic. Mm-hmm. And I think that we kind of have that same motto that we very much so is like we're a family. When you walk in there, it's got nothing to do with your socioeconomic status or anything else. We're there to make sure you're taken care of.
Exactly. That's what community is about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then again, next Saturday will be the
Resource Rally.
So get your voucher, give you a call. You can get that voucher reserved.
Yep.
What an amazing, a 70-pound box is a lot of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. From the picture, it looks like it's packed with some good stuff too. It looks like you can make chili. There's cereal on it. There'll be a lot of good stuff in that box.
All right. And the last thing we cannot forget, the papayas.
The papayas. I mean, oh my gosh, I never would have thunk it, but it's fun. Every day
it is fun.
Every day at the soup kitchen is an adventure.
You never know what's going to happen, but go get your papaya today. Papayas for everybody.
For everybody.
All right. Thanks so much for being with us and sharing. And once again, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday,
3 to 5.
All right. Very good. Today's one of those days, so go get a warm meal, and it'll be delicious.
Yes.
And we appreciate everything you guys do in the community.
Oh, thank you, Emily.
All right. It's 9:30 on Tree Country, 1330.